Hello guys, I am going to be talking about all of my March favorites this month. This is actually my second time filming this video because the first time just wasn't good. Anyways, some of these items I'm going to mention have already been mentioned in some of my other videos. However, those videos were like a different concept. First, I want to start off with this Be Plain Mung Bean face wash. I really like this face wash because it has little granules and little exfoliants in it to help exfoliate your skin. I think it's like little pieces of mung bean because they kind of emulsify once you get your hands wet and stuff. But I think so far that this product has really been working for me. It's nice to wash my skin and it does a good job exfoliating without stripping my skin, which is important because I already have dry skin. In my previous video, which was the what I bought in Da Nang, I mentioned this, but I hadn't started using it yet. So now that I have been using this for multiple weeks now, I will say that it is a really nice cleanser. Next for beauty is this Dr. Althea 345 cream, and this cream is a really nice lightweight cream that you can use for it's a moisturizer. It's a really good moisturizer that you can use for the warmer months that doesn't feel too heavy on your skin. That's the reason why I got this one. In the winter, I do want to try the 147 cream, which is a little bit thicker of a moisturizer. However, this one works really good for the warmer months if you don't want something that feels too heavy. This is also a repair cream, so if you get like sunburns or like acne, I think this is a really good soothing cream that will help heal that and kind of help barricade it. I don't really know the technical terms of the moisturizer, but it does something like that, and I think it works really well because I personally get pretty red skin, and whenever I get a breakout, I'll pop this on, and I feel like it does really help calm it down and heal it faster. I originally bought this in January, and this is my second tube of it, so I thought that it would be worth mentioning in my March favorites. Third is this Beauty of Majesty Wonderproof Mascara. I've never heard of this brand before. It's a Korean brand that I got at like just a beauty shop here. I really like this mostly because of the wand. I feel like a lot of wands are so thick and they hold so much product, especially when you first buy a new tube of mascara. They hold so much product and I feel like it just really cakes up your eyelashes, which I personally don't love. As someone who doesn't wear a ton of mascara really ever, and when I do, I usually do it on the tips of my eyelashes. It's kind of annoying how it clumps up, and this tube is very thin and it doesn't hold a ton of product, especially this being pretty new. Obviously today I'm wearing a little bit thicker of a mascara. I like to wear a little bit heavier eye makeup for when I'm filming because I feel like when I don't, my face looks pretty blank, like a sheet of paper or something. So I kind of like to accentuate my eyes with a little bit extra makeup. But on the days that I'm just wearing like what I normally wear, it's really nice to put on. I also really like the packaging for this. It's nice and sleek. It reminds me of the telescopic mascara wand. However, it's in a way prettier bottle. It is waterproof, which isn't my favorite. The amount that I use usually doesn't really take that much effort to get off. So last for kind of like a beauty category is this Byredo Gypsy Water perfume, and I really like this scent because it sits really close to your skin and it's a pretty intimate scent. If you're someone who doesn't want to have a super heavy perfume trail following around you, this is a really good option with it still being unique and not like just a basic vanilla scent. There's nothing wrong with vanilla scents, however they're not my personal like favorite. It still has that level of uniqueness that I'm looking for in a perfume, but without the super intense trail that tends to follow some perfumes. I'll put the notes up on the screen, and this does have a note of vanilla, I believe, but it's not overbearing and it kind of mixes well with the sandalwood, which is some of the base notes. It's more of a earthy vanilla rather than it is like a sweet cupcake vanilla, if you know what I mean. Not everyone wants to smell like a cupcake. It's fine. Next, for fashion, I want to start off by saying I've been loving a certain color combination, and that is this dark red color with a light green. And I know you might be thinking that green and red is like the Christmas combination, and you're right. For spring, I feel like I just don't really like a lot of the spring colors. I hate yellow on me. I think yellow on me and my skin tone just is not, it's not the move. And I like blue and I like light blue, but I only really have so many blue clothes. But recently, and I don't know if it's just the vibe of the city that I'm living in currently, which is Hanoi, Vietnam, it's pretty cloudy here most of the time. It's either cloudy or a thick layer of smog. Regardless, the sun doesn't shine a ton here, and I have been really liking this color combination, which is this red color with these color of shoes. And this kind of leads me into my next item, which are these ballet flats. These are the Greta flats from Madewell in the washed olive color, and the material is suede, and obviously it's this like woven texture. Ignore the little black dots on the inside. I tried to wipe them off, but they just didn't come off. I think that this color combination has been so chic recently. I love it personally. And at first I had trouble styling these shoes when I got them like last year, I believe. But recently I have been really loving them with this color and like a full black outfit. Another thing is I have been wearing a lot of my clothes are like very plain clothes. I don't have a ton of color in my wardrobe, but recently I'm liking bringing color into my outfits with accessories. And also I have this little clip. I recently got bangs in January and I tend to pin them back a lot. So with these nails and a clip that's this color with these shoes in a full black outfit, I don't know, I love it. These shoes, I don't believe they sell this specific color anymore, but they do have this silhouette of shoe on the Madewell website that you can look up if you're interested. These are really comfortable shoes, which is great because I feel like a lot of companies that are nicer, or like a little bit nicer, their shoes are so uncomfortable because right here is always so stiff, whereas these shoes right here is not super stiff. So for me, that makes the shoe very comfortable and like easy to walk in. So I just love the way that this material and color and texture look all together. I think it makes the outfit like so fun and adds a really nice like pop of something. And then obviously what I mentioned earlier is I've been loving this clip. I just got this clip at a accessory shop in Da Nang somewhere. I can't remember what the store was called, but I've just been wearing it like a bobby pin, just like this in my hair. It's been super cute to pop in. If I'm not feeling a bobby pin and I want a little extra decoration, I can just put in a little cute red clip. And it matches my nails and it's just so cute. This is one of my like overall favorites from this month, and it is this bag that I got custom made in Hoi An. I think that this bag turned out super well, and it looks very similar to the photos that I showed them. It was funny because the lady said that since they custom make and hand make everything, that it's not going to be 100% like the photo that I showed them. She said it will be like 80% close to it. I think that this is super close to the bag that I showed them. I can put up the pictures on the camera. A lot of times I go to cafes and like to do work on my computer. However, recently I've been like doing my work in the apartment so I can have an excuse to like not carry my backpack and carry this instead. Also, you know how some purses just have kind of like a loose zipper at the end? I had them kind of tie it into a clasp to close it up. These don't really do anything, but they're there. And yeah, it's just a basic black leather bag with silver hardware, and this is the bottom of it. The handles kind of go into these holes, and the inside of the bag has a zipper pocket and two normal pockets to hold things in, and I've just been loving carrying this bag. I've been carrying it every day. It's a perfect size. It holds everything that I need. This costs about $60, I'm pretty sure, to make, which I think for a custom bag that I picked out, and I picked the leather and hardware and everything for it, I think is a really good price. Love moment. The last item for fashion are these big sunglasses. I love big sunglasses. I feel like small sunglasses had their kick, like super skinny ones, and then they're kind of starting to come back. Those thinner oval shaped glasses, I think they're super cute, but I don't think small frames really fit my face, and I love big round sunglasses. I think it's so chic and it's just so like 2000s mom. I don't know what it is. I love them. Specifically, I think these are Tommy Hilfiger. I got them at like TJ Maxx or Marshalls. I broke my original pair and I rebought these, and I also have a brown color that's the same frame. And yes, these are just very basic sleek glasses that were like $12. You know, I think it's ridiculous how some people pay hundreds of dollars for a plastic sunglass. Regardless, the sunglass is gonna be plastic and it's gonna look the same. So I think this is a really affordable option that looks amazing as well, and I just love wearing these. I think that this frame suits my face, and even if it doesn't, I don't care, I like them. And yes, it's just so fun. I love. Recently, since I've been traveling, I've been trying to journal a lot, and I have been loving using these pens. I guess one of them is a pencil, but I've been loving using these pens in my journal. I feel like this kind of really elevates my experience and just makes me feel so like, this was actually a gift from my boyfriend's mom, and I think this is so thoughtful. Like, she really hit the mark with this. I still brought this pen. I usually use the Paper Mate pen, and it's obviously just very basic ballpoint pen that's, you know, kind of ugly, but it works. This, obviously, which are you going to choose to use? Obviously, you're going to choose these ones. I mean, hello. They're nice and heavy. I believe these are actually vintage as well. I love the two-tone metal, and this one's a pen, and you just twist the top of it to get it out. And this one is a mechanical pencil that, you know, you can write with or draw with or whatever. It really makes me just feel like I'm all of that when I'm writing in my journal in the cafe. I'm like, yeah, this is my pen. And what next? This month we bought the, oh, you can see my camera set up. This month we bought the Nintendo Switch 2. Obviously Nintendo Switch 2 came out last year, I believe, so this is like not a new like console. We were feeling kind of bored sometimes in our apartment, so we decided to get this, and we have been loving it. I have been living, breathing Animal Crossing. That's all I want to do. That's all I want to think about is Animal Crossing. I just got Stardew Valley yesterday, so I'm starting that as well. And we just like to play some games. I have 2 games like for myself. We also like to play multiplayer games. We play Super Smash Bros. A lot. We play Mario Kart a lot. Yeah, it's just been super fun to play games, and it's super cozy, especially kind of in the night when you don't really have anything to do, but you also don't really want to like go on your phone. It kind of just is nice to have a device that's like a game that actually you can like play that's not on your phone, you know? Oh, I forgot something for fashion because I'm wearing it, but I didn't know that the Muji store was a clothing and like home store. I thought the Muji store was just for stationery items. In the mall next to my apartment building, I went there and they had so many good clothes and stuff like that. So I tried some on and I got 2 items. I'll stand up and show you. First of all, I got this black cotton blouse, and it is this just very basic high neck blouse that has these balloon sleeves, but they're not too aggressive, which I appreciate. I feel like sometimes balloon sleeves make my body look very big. My shoulder to waist ratio is very triangular, so I like how this isn't too crazy because it doesn't make my body look super like masculine or whatever. In the back of the shirt, it has a button clasp. I don't know how well you can hear me, by the way, but it has a little button here to fasten it. And I just think this is a very nice basic shirt that's good quality, and it wasn't expensive, which is probably like the best thing about it. It's 100% cotton, and it was like 20 bucks maybe. The second thing is this skirt that I'm wearing, which is also from Muji. It is this black linen skirt. The fabric feels really nice in quality and thick. It lays really nice in the body. It kind of has these pleats in it that kind of fall into just basic fabric, which I really like. And it's high-waisted, which I don't usually love high-waisted things, but since it's a skirt and all my tops go past it anyways, I don't think it's that big of a deal. It also clasps with this side button and a little zipper. The zipper feels really nice, like it's not gonna fall off. It doesn't feel cheap or anything, and I think this was about 60 bucks, but I think for the quality of the skirt, I don't think it's terrible, to be honest with you. And once again, it's 100% linen, so natural fiber. Recently I've been getting, I feel like everyone else too has been getting more into the fiber composition of their clothes, just making sure that I look at what it's made out of before I spend money on it, because I'm not going to be spending a ton of money or really any money on something that is made out of a cheap fiber. Since I've been doing that, also I've realized that I sweat so much more in polyester and synthetic fibers, it doesn't really make my skin too itchy or like irritate my skin at all, which I know is a problem for some people. It just makes me sweat a lot. So I've been really trying to buy natural fibers that are breathable, that don't stink and things like that. That's another thing. I feel like especially athletic wear like Lululemon leggings and jackets that are super tight on your body that you tend to work out in hold a stench, and I just don't vibe with that. If you're gonna be spending over $100 on any piece of clothing, why are we paying for like cheap clothes that are gonna be stinky? I just don't get it. And for my last little bit of this video, I'm gonna be talking about media. I actually haven't been consuming too much media because this is on my mind, but I mentioned Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley. Those have been my two favorite games, but I want to mention a few songs that I have been playing on repeat this month, and I have 3 of them. The first one is Comfortably Numb by Pink Floyd. This song is perfect. The outro and the last 2 minutes of this song genuinely make me want to like levitate into the air. Obviously the whole song is perfect, but the last 2 minutes are my favorite. Next is Love Comes Quickly by Pet Shop Boys. I like 80s music. I'm not like a fanatic or anything. I don't know every 80s band. I don't know every 80s song. Over the past year or so, year and a half, I really have been loving 80s music because it's just so fun. The last song is White Feather Hawktail Deer Hunter by Lana Del Rey. It's a mouthful, but it's her newest song and I have been loving it. I've been playing it a ton whenever I am walking to a destination. So those are my top 3 songs I think for this month. I think that is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I really love watching these types of videos, like the favorite videos, so I hope that you enjoy mine. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!